Hey guys, how's it going? So today I am going to do a first impression let's play review of a game called Gunhead. As always with all of my first impression let's play reviews, you can simply skip to the last 10 minutes or so of the video if you are in a hurry. And in the last 10 minutes or so of the video I will give you my quick, concise, final opinion on the game. Otherwise, if you are not in a hurry, you can just stay tuned and I will be playing the game for an hour or more until I am satisfied that I can give you my opinion on the game. I will be giving you my running commentary and telling you what I think is good about the game and what I think is bad about the game as we play through the game today. And hopefully by the end of the video today I will be able to tell you whether or not, in my opinion, the game is worth $20. So the game is Gunhead. It is a first-person shooter. On the Steam page they say it's roguelike, but it doesn't look at all like Rogue, so I highly doubt that it is like Rogue or a roguelike game. I've had this discussion before. Too many games these days use the roguelike thing in their advertisements or in their whatever you want to call it, to promote their game, and then it turns out the game is nothing like Rogue. And I suspect that looking at the screenshots of the game on Steam, this is going to be another one of those games. So the game developers claim that the game is a roguelike, but I highly doubt it. But anyway, the first couple of issues that I see with the game is the fact that the game's display modes leave a lot to be desired. Like, for instance, right now we have full screen mode activated, which is supposed to be exclusive full screen, but it isn't exclusive full screen. Like, it is not exclusive full screen. And then when we turn on full screen windowed mode, nothing happens. Literally nothing happens. Nothing at all happens. So that doesn't work. That mode simply does not function. Then when we turn off full screen mode, meaning when we turn off exclusive full screen mode, then the game goes into windowed mode. So there you can see right now, the game right now is in windowed mode. I can actually show you over here by perhaps doing this. Look at that. So now you can see this is actually the window. So now the game is running in a window, which it should not be because we have full screen windowed activated. So it's supposed to be a full screen. It's supposed to be the entire screen, and yet it simply is not. So full screen mode doesn't function correctly because it doesn't put the game into an exclusive full screen mode, and full screen window doesn't function correctly either because the game is not running at full screen windowed right now. It's simply running in a windowed mode. So if we disable that one, nothing happens. If we enable it, nothing happens. So you see, full screen windowed mode does literally nothing. I'm applying it. I can even go back and then forward again. Full screen windowed mode does literally nothing. Literally nothing. So that is a issue with the game, obviously. So the fact that the game literally can only be run at borderless full screen mode or windowed mode is really bad. You know, the only two options that you have is borderless full screen mode or windowed mode. That's all you have. You don't have a borderless windowed mode, and you don't have the exclusive full screen mode available at all. So that's bad. You know, that is 2 out of the 4 different display modes that a game should have that simply are not not available at all. So that's bad, you know. For a $20 game, that's bad, you know. You are missing 2 display modes already. So those are the only issues really that I've seen so far with the game in the options menu. So let's see if we can see any other issues by actually playing the game. So there is a how to play option right there, but the game must have a tutorial in the game as well. So we're just gonna ignore that. Medium is probably like normal. Oh, that's another issue. Like, the game doesn't even tell you what changes between easy, medium, hard and nightmare. Like, you aren't given any information whatsoever.
Welcome aboard, rookie. You came highly recommended from the employment agency, so I expect good things from you.
Mouse sensitivity is way too high. Let me just turn that down quickly. Mouse smoothing, I hate mouse smoothing, and then we will turn down the sensitivity by that much.
Our client has a vested interest in this alien flotilla. We've been hired to prospect for...
Still a little bit too high. Let's turn that down by 1 more. Vibration, I don't want vibration.
For selection of target specimens that they're willing to pay top dollar for. It'll be a trial by fire, so knock the dust off those boots and head over to the holomap.
So yeah, like I was saying, one issue that I always have with games that have variable difficulty settings, as this game has, is the fact that they don't give you any information whatsoever what the changes are between easy, medium, hard and nightmare. No information whatsoever. So you don't know, like, are the enemies simply gonna have more health? Are they gonna have more damage? Are you going to have less health? Are you going to have less ammo, maybe less consumables, less med kits or anything like that? Are there gonna be more enemies spawning? Are the enemies going to be smarter? Like, do the enemies on hard and nightmare have better AI? Like, what actually changes? And the game literally doesn't tell you at all. So that's a big criticism that I have of this game already. The fact that you aren't given any information with regards to the difficulty settings. And considering that the difficulty setting that you select will impact and affect the next 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, however long the game will last, that is a really big issue, you know, considering that single choice will affect the next 10 hours or whatever of your gameplay, and yet you have no fucking idea what that choice will do, you know. Is it making the enemies 10% more powerful? Is it making them 100% more powerful? You just do not have any idea whatsoever.
Let's see how you fare with this straggler ship. Let's get to work, people!
Solving hull-penetrating LiDAR sweep. Alrighty, let's take a look inside this beauty. We need to collect data on our targets, so your primary objective is to knock out the central core system here. Unfortunately, it appears to be encased by some sort of energy barrier.
By the way, why is the ambient noise
Shield system
music
protecting it
so loud, like holy hell, it's so loud.
These other defense systems may also be problems, so you might want to deal with them as well. If you need a closer look at this intel, you can bring up your tactical map at any time to formulate a strategy.
That sound is really fucking annoying. Like, what is that? Is that music? It's still hilariously loud. No, okay, so it's not music, so what the fuck? Is it gonna be FX? Because that would be really strange. Then you would have to turn the FX down all the way. Yeah, it's FX. So literally that incredibly annoying sound is tied to all of the gun sounds, all of the footsteps, all of the enemies, all of that shit. It's tied to that, which is just the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Just listen to this bullshit for a second. Just listen. Like, what is that? It is incredibly annoying, and it's actually tied to all of the sound in the game. Literally, the SFX is the gun shooting, the movement, footsteps, enemy sounds, enemy guns. It's tied to all of that. That is really going to drive me insane. That fucking sound.
All done busting over there? Then head over to the hangar bay and I'll get you sorted out for lunch.
Just listen to that.
Hey, the captain had to sell off some gear to pay the bills, so our selection of suits is a little strapped right now. Feeling snug in there? Sorry about the smell. I had to clean the last pilot out with a pressure washer. I know moving around in a Pioneer suit is old news to a rock crusher like you, but the Gunhead here has some special modifications. I hot-rodded the thruster jets for better vertical mobility, trying to get a feel for the propulsion. Just be...
Okay, so the sound is a little bit loud. Let's just turn the overall sound down a bit.
mindful of the fuel cell gauge.
Now the voice is too soft.
I also added vectored gimbals for quick directional boosts. Be sure to use them for dodging incoming fire. Speaking of firepower, you've got 4 weapon hardpoints to deal with whatever Grizzlies are out there waiting for you in the dark. Oh, good! Next up, try the ram spike for when things get a little too close and personal. Alright, so for each mission, I'll leave you some tech we got the licenses for. Pick it up to see what you got this time. Pop off a few of those new missiles. Don't worry about the ammo in the hangar. It's all just simulated in here. That's it! You're ready to rumble! Hangar depressurized and mission light is green. Bring back my suit in one piece, or I'm sending your next of kin the repair bill.
Gunhead of the way. Knock out that core and make us some money.
Okay, so you can fly. Would have been good if they told you that you could fly at least. Where the hell are you supposed to shoot? Like, I'm shooting at the top and nothing is happening. Look at that. It's not taking damage despite the fact that I'm shooting at the top. Like, where the hell are you supposed to shoot? Also, I keep sliding down. This is really fucking irritating. Do I have to shoot over there? Okay. Nope, it's still alive. So you can't shoot over there, you can't shoot over there. You have to shoot it square in the center. That's really stupid. This is really idiotic. So the hitboxes in this game are really, really terrible so far. But there's a little bit of health over there. I don't think I need it right now.
Key code
These
recovered.
alien key codes can be used to open up locked doors. Or you can just go big and blow up the door system instead. That's what I would do.
How do you do that? Like, how do you blow up the door system? What's the use of telling me that you can blow up the door system, but then you don't tell me how to blow up the door system? Like, seriously, they don't tell you how to blow up the door system, but they tell you that you can blow up the door system. What the fuck is the use of that?
I tend to have some of these repair pods just in case you need to patch up my suit. If for emergency use only, though, it ain't easy to restock these things.
Okay, so I don't see anything where I would be able to blow up the door system, to be honest. So, like, that's completely fucking useless.
This force field is sealed tight. You should be able to bypass it by recovering a key code from a nearby terminal. Alternatively, you could just destroy the door system.
Yeah, but where do you destroy the door system? Oh, and you can shoot through the walls, apparently. Oh, okay, and they can shoot you through the doors, apparently. And they can go through the doors without any issues. I don't know if that is a glitch or what. By the way, my OBS just notified me that it is being overloaded, and I was like, why on earth would a game with graphics that is this bad be overloading my computer? And indeed, when I opened up my graphics monitoring software, you can see here that it is using 100% of my graphics card and 310 watts, which is the maximum that my graphics card can deliver. 310 watts of power usage, and my fan, my GPU fan, is running at 100%. So this game right now is using way more power and graphical processing power than even something like Cyberpunk 2077 does. Like, even Cyberpunk at 2K resolution, which is what we are playing it at right now. We're playing it at 2K resolution. Even Cyberpunk doesn't use this amount of power, which is just hilarious. Like, this game runs worse than Cyberpunk does, and it obviously looks far worse. It looks really bad, quite honestly. I mean, we are running it on the beautiful setting, and if you actually look at the graphics, I mean, the graphics is bad. You know, it looks like Borderlands 2, you know, a game that released in bloody, what, 2012? It looks like that, you know. It looks like a game released in 2012, like Borderlands 2. So the fact that it runs worse, far worse than Cyberpunk, is just a conundrum. Like, really, that's a head scratcher right there. So let's turn it down to good and see if that does anything. And it had a very, very small impact. It's still using 100% of my GPU, but now it's using a little bit less power. Oh no, there we go, back to 314% or 314 watt of power usage. So for some reason the graphical usage on this game is hilarious. I'm talking about diabolical. Like, this can't be 2K resolution unless the game's lying to me. Let's see if I put it down to 1080p. Let's see what happens then. Okay, so that did make an impact. Let's turn it up to 2K again. Okay, so now for some reason it's running at 240 watts of usage and only 42% graphical card usage. So why wasn't this settings applied previously? This is how we ran the game, literally just now, how we ran the game. 2K resolution and on beautiful. That's literally the same settings that we had about a minute ago, and yet now for some reason the game is running at 260 watts of usage and 50% usage instead of 100% usage like it was, and 310 watts of power usage. So I don't know why, and I still don't understand how this game, I mean, look, like, the graphics are bloody Borderlands. It looks like fucking Borderlands, and yet it's using about the same power usage that I normally see in Cyberpunk right now. Like, Cyberpunk runs at 265 watts of power usage, and right now we are at 260. So right now it's using the same power usage as you would see in Cyberpunk at 2K resolution. So how the fuck this game uses the same power as Cyberpunk does, I have no fucking idea. I guess previously maybe the game was running at 4K resolution instead of 2K resolution, and now once I pressed apply again, because I did press apply previously, but now because I pressed apply again, now it's running at 2K resolution instead of 4K resolution. I just don't understand that. But anyway, the game looks bad, and it's not looking anywhere close to a game like Cyberpunk 2077 does, and yet it uses the same power as Cyberpunk 2077, which is just hilarious. So good luck running this game if you have anything less than a 3080, to be honest. I have no idea what shooting those things does, by the way. I have no idea what shooting these things does. Like, I've got no idea. Okay, so there's health over there. There's a gun over here. These guns look really bad. Like it's very easy to miss that. They really should have made the gun pickups much more easy to see, you know, much more evident.
In preparation for salvage jobs, the client seeded the fleet with these handy supply pods. I never got the memo for an inventory list, so I guess each one will be a little surprised.
Okay, how do I change my guns? Can I change my guns? No, I'm pressing I. Exit, oh, inventory, there we go. Okay, blast, stinger, autocannon, F. So you have to press F for that. Okay, I guess so. Also, how do you get into inventory without pressing exit? What's the key for that? Inventory is Q. Why the hell would you make it Q? Just make it I. I is so much easier. Why the hell would you make it Q? That's so stupid. And there we go. Now I just press I and then it opens the inventory. And now we press F for the autocannon. Okay, so you can't open that without a key. I guess we're done here. I guess we can go on. What's that up there? Oh, that requires a key. They said we can break through the doors, but I mean, I've tried that and they didn't explain how to break through the doors, so quite honestly, I have no fucking idea. Okay, so where do we... How do we get out of here? That is where we came from. And I don't see a key anywhere. Even on my map, I'm even looking on my map, I don't see a key anywhere. No keys to unlock, and then over here as well. No keys to unlock. So... Like, am I missing something? Am I stupid? There's no keys in this entire area. There's two locked doors. One over there and one over there at the top. And there's no keys. And there's no keys over here either. Like, I don't understand what we're supposed to do. This guy's gonna come through the door. Like, I don't know, like, is it a glitch or what's happening? Because we can't... Okay, we can go out here, but this is the way that we came in. So this is literally, that door is connected to the same area. Is there another door we can go in, maybe? Like another location or something? Doesn't look like it. Can we go in here? Oh. In there. Ah, here we go. Like, the tutorial didn't tell me to come over here. Like, you're supposed to just figure it out on your own, I suppose? Yeah, so you're supposed to just be psychic and figure out on your own that you have to go out of the door that you came into in order to progress the level further. That's fantastic.
Key code recovered.
That's really user-friendly.
Nothing beats a good old-fashioned slug thrower for when you need to punch holes in things.
Okay, so another thing that I have an issue with is it doesn't even say anything about the gun. It doesn't say how much ammunition the gun has, doesn't say the fire rate of the gun, doesn't say the damage of the gun. It literally gives you no information about the gun, which obviously is really idiotic. Let's add it maybe to the Stinger missiles, maybe. And then let's have a look. Okay, so it has 1,000 ammo. But yeah, once again, it doesn't say anything about the damage. Like, even all of my other guns, it says nothing about the damage. You get no information whatsoever with regards to the firing rate of your guns, the ammo capacity of your gun, the damage of your gun. You get no information whatsoever. Now, if I want to swap, we just press space. No. How do you change? Ah, no, wait, where's the missile? Rockets. Okay, so then you can change to the rockets by doing this, basically. Once again, there's no tutorial for this, like, you just have to figure this out on your own, I guess. So that's also really fantastic. Another thing where the game gives you no fucking information whatsoever. You just have to figure out on your own how to change weapons, I guess. So, okay, so there's nothing else here. Okay, I just landed on nothing. It's literally... I'm standing on nothing. Literally, I'm not doing anything. I'm just standing on air, in nothing. Which is really fantastic. Okay, so that's an exit. What's that? I don't know where that will go. So that's... No, wait, where was this? Where's this? Okay.
Key code recovered.
By the way, that flashing, if you stand too close, that flashing that it creates, it will definitely be a epilepsy trigger, because that flashing is really, really bad.
This supply pod has some good gear in it. Your suit has limited equipment slots for stuff you can use. Some items are passive upgrades, others will need to be triggered. Just make sure you read them.
Like, the music is so hilariously loud. I can't even hear what the guy is saying, and the music is already at 60% versus 100%. And that's a bit better. So the music, the audio balancing is not correct at all in the fucking game, because like this is not the way it should be, you know. 100%, 70%, 30%, and only now the game is a little bit playable with regards to the audio balancing. So like that, it should be like that by default. Like clearly they did not put a whole lot of thought into audio balancing. Okay, so where do I need to go? There's an indicator over here. Okay, so there's that one there, but there's also one over here. What if we take this one? Okay, so why did I just use a key to go outside again? Like, what the fuck is the use of that? Isn't this where I came in? Yes, this is where I came in. So why did I have to use a key? Did it use a key? Where are my keys? Oh, no, I still have 2 keys. Okay, so that's fine. So I still have 2 keys. So I already went this way. Yes. I can go over there, and then I can also go over here.
Key code recovered.
Hey, shield, blah blah blah. Automatically recharges when not in use. So do I actually have to use it? Let's put it on F. Okay, and you can't shoot while using the shield, so that basically makes the shield a little bit useless. The fact that you can't even fight while using the shield. Like, if you could at least shoot while using the shield, that would have been a little bit useful, but you can't even do that. That's really stupid. Okay, so that goes outside again. Oh, and this is where I was already. Okay. So this is where I previously was. Okay, so that takes me outside again. So where haven't I been yet? That's outside, that's outside.
Key code recovered.
Okay, that's really stupid. You can only attack it from one side.
Central core destroyed. I knew I had a good feeling about you, kid. I'll notify the client and we'll collect the data for our next jump.
Okay, and then we get blinded. It's not as if we were using our corneas.
Captain, I was beginning to think you were getting cold feet on our new contract. It is good to see that you're finally holding up your end of the agreement. Payment will follow once the first target specimen is secured.
Contract signed. Stow your gear and buckle up. We're pushing off.
And then the game freezes for some reason.
I'm sensing some spatial anomalies aboard this ship. Looks like the systems are warping around every few minutes. This will be hard to plan around unless you can take down that shuffle system first.
Okay, and now this really irritating sound is going on in the background again, and like I said, you can't even disable it without disabling the audio. It's literally tied to this audio over here, so you're just gonna have to live with that really irritating sound. Just listen to that. Like, it's constant and it is highly annoying, and I already turned it down by 30%. Like, that's really fucking irritating. Like, honestly, I don't need to play any more of this game. I've already made my mind up, to be honest. Like, apart from the really idiotic sound that you're hearing in the background constantly, and it's way too loud. Apart from that idiocy, you can't even disable it, so there's no way to disable it unless you literally disable all of the sound in the game, which obviously is not going to happen, because then you can't hear the enemy, you can't hear yourself, you can't hear anything. So that's a really idiotic. It quite honestly makes the game a little bit unplayable, because like, it's already irritating me. Like, I can't even tell you how much that sound is irritating me. It's just really high-pitched and really fucking annoying, so I'm not gonna be able to play 2-3 hours of the game with that sound in my fucking ears the whole time. That already will make me not recommend the game. There's no explanation with regards to the difficulty in the game, so you have no idea what easy, medium, hard or nightmare does. There's no explanation given whatsoever. You are given no information with regards to your guns. Like, I'm pressing I right now, nothing's happening, so you can't even look at your guns. So you're not given any information with regards to the damage of your guns, the fire rate of your guns, the ammo of your guns, whether it is unlimited ammo or not, what the ammo capacity is of your gun. Like, you're not given any fucking information whatsoever with regard to your guns, and that's really fucking terrible in a game where your goal is to collect guns and kill the enemy. So you're not given any information with regards to that. That's really fucking hilarious. The game, as I showed you, the graphical consumption of the game is beyond Cyberpunk 2077. Like, really a lot beyond. The fact that this game can use 100% graphical usage on an RTX 3080 is amazing. Like, I'm astounded that a game that looks like Borderlands 2, which was released in what, like 2012 or some shit. The fact that a game like this can use 100% of a RTX 3080 is really, really crazy. Like, honestly, it is astounding. I would really like to see what the game is actually fucking rendering, because the game looks like shit, to be honest. It looks like Borderlands 2, and Borderlands 2 does not look good. So that's another really big issue. If you have any card below an RTX 3070 or a RTX 3080 or anything like that, maybe a Radeon 7800 XT, anything below that, you're not gonna be able to run the game on 2K resolution. And that's something that we need to remember. I'm running the game on 2K resolution right now, and it's using 240 watts of power usage, which is a lot. That's a lot, you know. Most cards can't even give 240 watts. Never mind, like, actually render the game efficiently and all of that kind of stuff at 240 watts. So you're not going to be able to get 60 FPS. Like, you can knock the game down to 30 FPS, which will really improve your graphics. Like it will really improve the load on your GPU. But I mean, who wants to play at 30 FPS? You know, that's especially with a first-person shooter. You don't want to play a game at 30 FPS, but that might be the only way how you will be able to get this game to run and look good on a card that is anything lower than a 3080 RTX or a 3070 RTX, anything like that, you know? So yeah, the graphical usage is worse than Cyberpunk 2077 is. And quite honestly, the game just isn't fun. The tutorial is terrible. Like, the tutorial is really bad. So that's not good. And just the gameplay, like, it's just not fun. I don't know. It's just not fun. You go into a room, there's one, maybe two enemies in the room that you have to shoot. And that's it. Then you move on to the next room. So it's really not action-packed at all. It's a really, really slow game. There's really not many enemies at all. And the enemies that there are, you can kill in a couple of seconds. You get given way too many guns. I mean, I shot my missiles once. I shot my machine guns, apart from there at the end with the brain, you know, where I attack the brain. Apart from that, I didn't shoot my machine gun once throughout that entire map. My cannon, my autocannon, I shot maybe like 5 or 10 times, and the rest of the time I just used the normal gun with a spike. So the guns that you get given, like, you don't even use the guns that you get given. I got like 2 power-ups and an item or something like that. I didn't use that at all. I don't know, the game just feels really easy and really boring, even on medium. I'm playing on medium, which is like normal difficulty. The game just feels really, really easy and boring. So, I don't know, it's just not fun. And considering that this game is $20, it's really, really crazy. Like, honestly, I would not pay $5 for this game. I wouldn't play this game. Like, even if I got the game for free, which I did, the developers did send me a key for the game. But even if I got the game for free, I wouldn't play, to be honest. It's just a game that I can't recommend you play. Never mind recommend that you pay $20 for. You know, I definitely can't do that. There are simply far better games like this on the market, you know, like one that immediately comes to mind is Gunfire Reborn, Like Gunfire Reborn is, I think, $20, I think. And it's really good. Like Gunfire Reborn is a really good game, like an arcade type game like this. This game, the developers say that it's a roguelike, but it's not. It's in no way, shape, or form like Rogue. Like, it doesn't look like Rogue. It doesn't play like Rogue. So, I don't know. I don't know if the game has permadeath. We can maybe test quickly to see if the game has permadeath. How do we... Oh, we go over there. Just for my own morbid fascination, I want to see if the game actually has permadeath. I hate games that have permadeath, but really, that won't really change my opinion of the game, because I already do not recommend the game. So let's see if the game has permadeath. Yeah, come on, shoot me. Like a game like this, just I don't think will benefit at all from having permadeath. Very few games do benefit from having permadeath, you know, something like Vampire Survivors, for instance. You know, you can get away with permadeath in Vampire Survivors, a game where the matches are really, really quick, you know. But a game like this, like, it's just not a game that would benefit from that.
You have failed to contain this critical
Blah, blah, blah.
resources provided to you, Captain.
So, I got teleported to a new area,
Our contract is to bring in these
and now I get new new maps. So, I'm assuming the game has permadeath. It looks like it. I can't even jump, for fuck's sake. You don't even have jumping in here. What's this? Mission failures. Yeah, so I guess the game has permadeath. It looks like it. Even though, like, I did collect a lot of weapons in my previous run, and then when I went out again, I couldn't even select those weapons again. I didn't have those weapons again. So it looks like they take your weapons away from you in any way, maybe. So I don't know. I don't know what the point of the permadeath really is. It looks like all that happens when you die is they reset your map progress, it looks like. But anyway, like I said, that the fact that the game has permadeath won't even affect my opinion of the game. It's simply not a very well-made game, in my opinion. And like I said, there's just better games on the market for $20, like Gunfire Reborn. Gunfire Reborn is just better in each and every fucking way than this game. So that's really my opinion. I can't even come close to recommending this game for even $5, and especially the fact that this game asks $20. Like, I would much rather play Gunfire Reborn than playing this game, to be honest. And all the art style does it reminds me of Borderlands. Like, it really just makes me want to play Borderlands rather than play this game for another fucking second, you know. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much my opinion. As always, thanks a lot for watching. If you want to see more reviews, if you want to support the channel and allow me to do more reviews, then head over to patreon.com/LFP to support the channel, and that will allow me to buy more games and do more reviews for you guys. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.